watching Youth Gram, and right now I am live from Amity University Noida. And before elections, I am here to know the opinion of first time voters, what their issues are, on what issues they are going to vote for the first time, and how is their excitement right now. Elections are coming and we are seeing that there are many issues, but you are being first time voter, what issues are you going to vote for?
Like, firstly, I would want to see the major change which I would want to see in the nation is the shift from primary sector employment to secondary and tertiary sector, because that would help us grow our economy. Firstly, that, and also the inclusion of women in the tertiary sector jobs.
Okay. So it's your first time. How much excited are you?
I'm very excited because I think voting is the choice we have to make if we want to shape the future of our nation as a collective entity. So it's very exciting for me to be a first time voter.
And what qualities do you look in a leader?
In a leader, I would say that a leader should be able to understand the perspectives and respect the perspectives of all the people who come under him. And as far as the nation leader is concerned, they should like pay heed to the opinions of all the voters, and like should work towards the collective growth of the country.
And what do you want in parties' manifestos to be there for youth?
Like, given our current age and the phase of life which is going on, I would say employment opportunities, because the sad reality of the current employment market is that despite engaging in studies for so many years and spending so many rupees of our parents' monies, there is no guarantee that we will actually secure a good job in a MNC, and the inflow of money would be equivalent to what we have spent on our education.
I am equal parts excited as well as a little nervous about being a first time voter, because not only is voting a right, it is also a responsibility for a citizen, and I want to make sure that I choose a government which I feel will be beneficial for our country.
Okay, so what are your issues on which you are going to cast your vote?
Well, talking about the employment rates, I believe that even if we see the employment rates last year in 2023, there was a decrease in the unemployment rate from 3.6 to 3.1%. So I believe that there have been a lot of developments in that sector already. Talking about the social aspect, I believe that there are some changes that would be nice to see in our country moving forward, such as legalizing same sex marriage and promoting diversity in corporate, in all aspects of the society.
I have gone to voting center with my parents earlier, but right now when I'll be going to there, I'll feel as in I'm a part of the country. And even though my single vote won't matter that much, but as a collective unit, when we see, so I can make actually a difference in the decision-making policies which the government, and I can choose the government which I feel connected to, and I feel that they're actually helping the country grow.
What do you think needs to be improved further for women's safety?
Well, I feel a lot of improvements have been made, but the the concern remains. Even though we are having different policies and different stuff right now, but as a female, I think that no one can actually be 100% sure, 100% safe. They cannot be 100%, relaxed when they're in public. There's always a guard. We always have a guard up.
What are the issues which you feel needs improvement? What are the sectors or segments you feel still need some work, and you are expecting the government to do that in another 5 years?
According to me, I think the agriculture sector needs more and more, more to be more advanced. So because they are lacking something different from the other society, other sectors, because they need something different. And I think tools they need, so that equipped tools they are, so that they should be more advanced, and their work should be more and more better for the country.
So my major concern is about the employment, as in the coming years we are also going to get jobs, but there is a lack of jobs in our country, and the youth is concerned about that. So the government should work, and the government who will be working towards the employment and creating more and more employments and creating more businesses. So we should support them, as the future is in our hand. We will decide what type of government we will by voting, and so the employment is the major concern for me.
I would want the party I'll vote for will do better in healthcare and educational sector. As a citizen, what else do you want? A good livelihood, a proper education for our future generations, and proper healthcare and infrastructure.
So I have two major concerns. One is employment and the other one is women's safety. So when we talk about employment, the students are doing degrees after degrees and they're trying their best to get jobs. But after COVID, there are a lot of people who still haven't gotten any jobs to stable their family income and all. So I want a government where they can provide more employment opportunities for students like me and the younger generation as well, because as a graduate student, after graduation I was looking for jobs, but due to recession I was not able to uh, you know so that is one of my major concerns, and other is women's safety. I want to walk freely at night. The government is doing a lot to make women feel safer, but I think some more initiatives should be taken so that even I feel safe, and my parents who are sitting at home, they should also, I'm from Delhi only, so when my parents are sitting at home, they should also feel like that, yeah, my daughter is safe.
We were talking about what are you really concerned about, but tell me what your demands are and what do you want to really to change.
We are like college students in Delhi NCR. When we talk about them, most of us are using metro to travel to our colleges and back home, which is a very environmentally viable option for us. So I believe that it would be very nice to see such public transport like metro being developed in other parts of the country as well, not just in some of the cities as it is right now. Then I mentioned this earlier as well, but the social aspects, when we talk about those, we need to make sure that all of the people have the rights that they deserve. So, like talking about marriages, when we talk about marriages in general, obviously those are allowed. But when we talk about same-sex marriages, those have not been legalized yet. But it is an individual's right to live life how they want to live, so they should have the freedom of expression in that way. Also, as college students, I think it would be really nice to see some development in how much exposure we are getting. Like, we already have a lot of schemes, like when we talk about NPTL, these are schemes which the educational ministry has provided to allow us to work on additional courses along with whatever we are pursuing right now, which will obviously help with future employment. But I believe that increment in such courses and also increment in knowledge and awareness about these things will help the youth as a whole.
As far as my views are concerned, the women's safety is in a pathetic standard right now, because what I can see from our surroundings is that even in today's world, in Delhi, let's take for example, no parent feels safe sending their kids outside of home at night after say 8 or 9 p.m. And even if it is a boy child, like for girls, there has been this concern for a long time now, but even for boys, the crime has been increasing. And despite there being surveillance in the posh areas in Delhi, there isn't enough patrolling or surveillance in the remote areas, which is very concerning.
What new policies do you want to be there in our country?
Upcoming youth, I would want to see my country treading on those ranks, international, those charts where countries are ranked based on their economic development, women's safety, happiness factor, and all of that. So policies that I personally would want to implement in my country would be concerning, that would encourage more involvement geopolitically with the rising nations such as Russia, say USA, and Europe as well. We see so many students going out to Europe, and we see how a lot of them go through crimes because of them being a minority there. I want that my country represents and considers its youth as someone who should be cherished, as someone who should be confident enough that they know that yes, my country is backing me up. And as well, and I would also like to mention that as an upcoming youth, again, I would want that my college, my government encourages me to study further, encourages me more into research so that I could come up with, more technologies. Why only?
Like easier loans, education.
Yeah, easier loans, educational loans, scholarships, and women's scholarships though already are there, but I would still want more focus based on, people who are not, who scholarships based on people who are, merit, and people who are not really given the right exposure had they been given the right exposure.
Okay, so just like small question to you, what do you think should be changed in country? What do you see as a change?
Well, I feel that right now, due to social media impact, it is very easy to lay out your opinions publicly, and people are actually laying out their opinions so rashly that they don't think twice before writing something in public. It can hurt someone's feelings, and like I use Instagram a lot in my life, and I feel that many people, they are just posting out anything they feel like. So without thinking of what to its impact might be on someone else, because cyberbullying is increasing a lot, and the impacts, they are very serious, they are concerning. I feel that there should be at least some sort of some sort of limitation or restrictions, because whereas people have the right to speech and right to express themselves, but when you are posting something publicly in a public space, when you are in a public arena, then you should at least think twice before doing something, before voicing out your opinions, or actually you should at least be respectful towards other communities.
So, quick question to you: what is change for you?
Basically, the change in the economic sector and the rise of the digitalization, innovation, and creativity.
And what is change for you?
Change for me is a constant thing. We keep on changing and developing.
So, what is this election means for you?
New policies of the government.
What these elections, upcoming Lok Sabha election, means for you as a first time?
A new beginning.
There's this very common phrase, right? Parivartan sansar ka niyam hai. So I think elections, this is not a commentary on which party will be chosen or whatever. It doesn't matter which party is chosen. Every election means that some change will come. And I think as a first time voter, I am very, very excited to be a part of this change. And I also believe that not only does the government changing mean that our country will change, it is also on us. Like when we talk about the responsibility of voting, that is our responsibility. And being a part of this development and supporting the government as much as we want from the government, just giving back as much as we take, I think that will really help with the development of our country.
Absolutely. So, new experience, new excitement, new change. That's what the youth are looking for. The first time voters who are going to vote in this Lok Sabha elections wants women's safety, equal rights for everyone, better education, better infrastructure, well, absolutely necessary for them, better job opportunity. With video journalist Abhishek, this is Ila for Myrna.